date 18 lakini sasa wameweza kutokea after wameweza kusikia maombi ya watu kwa kule nje wakasema kwamba ngoja sasa tufike 26. Good morning madam.
Morning to you.
Uko vipi?
Niko mzima kabisa. Nashukuru.
Pia sisi tuko salama na tumeshukuru Mwenyezi Mungu. Madam Joyce Mugoi, kuna watu ambao wameingia kule kwa KUCCPS website ile poto yao lakini wanajaribu kutafuta diploma courses kule kwa university wanashindwa, watafanya vipi? Kwani hazipo ama zipo?
Diploma courses ziko. First of all nataka kusema tuko live kwa YouTube channel Touch of Grace KE na tunataka kuongea about
Haya basi msikilizaji, dakika ni 25 zimekata baada ya saa 2 majira yakiwa ni Afrika Mashariki. Tarehe 22 mwezi wa pili mwaka 2024. It is a Thursday na mambo ni sawa tena zaidi kwa TBT edition, lakini si uko peke yangu ndani ya studio. Mimi nikiwa James Washira James Kihingo, niko na ndugu yangu na vile vile niko na Madam Joyce Mugoi. Ndugu yangu Anthony Ndolo yuko ndani. Tulikuwa tunaongea mambo mengi sana kuhusiana na KUCCPS application kwa sababu najua kwamba walikuwa wamesema kwamba ati mwisho ni date 18 lakini sasa wameweza kutokea after wameweza kusikia maombi ya watu kwa kule nje wakasema kwamba ngoja sasa tufike 26. Good morning madam.
Morning to you.
Uko vipi?
Niko mzima kabisa. Nashukuru.
Pia sisi tuko salama na tumeshukuru Mwenyezi Mungu. Madam Joyce Mugoi, kuna watu ambao wameingia kule kwa KUCCPS website ile poto yao lakini wanajaribu kutafuta diploma courses kule kwa university wanashindwa, watafanya vipi? Kwani hazipo ama zipo?
Diploma courses ziko. First of all nataka kusema tuko live kwa YouTube channel Touch of Grace KE na tunataka kuongea about KUCCPS kwa sababu imekuwa ni mambo ambayo wanafunzi wanaenda through. Ilikuwa iishe on 18th lakini sasa imekuwa extended mpaka 26th. Kwa hivyo nataka wanafunzi wajue that application has been extended up to 26th. Mtu mwenye haja apply bado aende pale na aweze kuapply. Sasa ndio kuna wengi wanatafuta diploma courses za university kule kwa KUCCPS. Nataka kusema hivi, if you want a diploma course in the university, because they are there, we have diploma courses, we have certificate courses in the university. Kindly go straight to that university that you want to do your diploma or you want to do your certificate and apply directly. These diploma courses that belong to the university, they are not in KUCCPS. You cannot apply them through KUCCPS. The only diploma courses and certificate courses you can apply through KUCCPS are those ones for technical institutions, for TVET institutions, for polytechnics. Those ones you can go to KUCCPS and apply. The codes are there, so you just need to go to that institution that you want, check the courses that they have, pick the codes that are available for that course that you desire to take. But if you want a diploma course and a certificate course that is hosted in the university, you go directly to that university and you register directly. So that is where they are hosted. And I know many of them have been calling and saying, I can't see a diploma in your university, I can't see diploma in this and that, you know. But I want to tell them, the universities, if you want to apply a degree course in the university, you'll find it in KUCCPS. But if you want to apply a diploma course, you can't find it in KUCCPS. So kindly go to that university straight away and apply for that particular course. Now, what is the advantage of having someone do a diploma course in the university? Now, if you do a diploma course in the university, you are already setting yourself for another course immediately after that diploma course. Because when you go now to the university to do a diploma course, you know that I'll do this diploma course, immediately I'm through with this diploma course, I'll go for a degree course and maybe a master's and maybe a PhD and even become a professor. So let them be able to select their diplomas, their certificates, depending on the qualifications that they have, and they be able to progress in that particular way.
Kuna watu wengine bado wanakusikiza Madam Joyce Mugoi wanasema kwamba I wish to join a private university. Wengine wanataka kuwa self-sponsored wale. Must I log into the KUCCPS portal?
Yes. If you want to apply a private university and you want to apply through KUCCPS, You can still apply,
okay.
but you need to know there is a difference between a private university and a government university. Initially, a year or so before, a student could pick any. A student could pick either a private university or a public university, and they'll receive government funding for that. Okay. But currently, private universities are private. Government universities are government universities. So the students that are being funded are those that have selected government funding. Those that have selected government universities. That is public universities. Yeah. Those are the students that will be funded by the government. But the students that pick a private university, they will pay for themselves. They will pay for themselves. It will be a self-sponsored program. They will pay for themselves. So even if they select through KUCCPS will place them, yes, but they will not be followed by government funding. Yeah. You know what happens is that KUCCPS will place you, and then KUCCPS will now tell the government that we have placed 30,000 students here or 4,000 students in this particular institution. Kindly send their funding there. So what happens now, if you select a private university, you do not have government funding. So you can either do it through KUCCPS, or you can walk into that university and just register. You can walk into that university and register. So long as you meet the minimum requirements that are required, you can walk into that university and register. However, those students that apply for private universities and those students that do parallel programs or self-sponsored programs, because we have self-sponsored programs even in the universities. You can decide, me, I want to do nursing. Let me just use that example. You can decide, me, I want to do nursing. But nursing is very, very competitive. That your cluster points are not meeting the cutoff points of the university. You'll find that the cutoff points of the university could be 42, 40 something, and maybe you have 38, but you meet the minimum requirements. You meet the minimum requirements of doing nursing. You can decide, I will just walk into the university and register. You don't go now through KUCCPS. So you are there in the university as a self-sponsored student or as a parallel student. Now, what happens when you are in a government institution but you are a self-sponsored student? What happens is that you pay for yourself the fee. Okay. You pay for yourself the fee. However, you can get help. You can get help. Help is a loan that is given by Higher Education Loans Board. It's a loan. And when I'm saying it's a loan, it is a loan. Meaning you will pay. You will pay later. You will pay later. Okay. So if as a self-sponsored student, as a parallel student, you will not get government funding, but you will get help. If you apply for help, you will get. And help will give you some loan. They'll give you the first year, the second year, the third year, the fourth year, until you complete your studies. After you've completed your studies, you start paying that particular loan. You start paying that particular loan. So that is for self-sponsored students, for parallel students, either in the government universities or in the public universities or in the private universities. They can still get help, but they will not get a government funding. Now, if you are a government student, if you have been placed by the government, you've qualified in terms of what is required for your courses, you have qualified, and therefore you have applied through KUCCPS and you have been placed in a public university. What happens? Once you have been placed in the university, you apply for government funding and you apply for help. So help will give you some money, which will be loan also. It will be a loan, and also the government will also fund you, but you have to apply. You have to apply because they have been classified, as we have been saying, they have been classified into vulnerable, very needy, less needy. They have been categorized in that way. So you will find that you will get some amount of money from the government, and then you pay the balance. Okay. So that's basically about picking a private university and picking a government university. And actually I've realized this, James and Kigogo, that there are students that are not aware of the private universities and public universities. So they are going into the KUCCPS portal and selecting any university that sounds very nice in their mouth, or a university that they have been desiring to go. Wana select, wanatulia pale. Unaona mtu ana select Kabarak, ana select Mount Kenya, because they are sounding nice and they look like that is where they want to go. But they need to know these are private universities. So every student should know which is a private university and which is a government university, which is a public university, which is a private university, so that they can know. For public universities, they'll be given government funding and they'll also be given help. For private universities, they may be given help, which is a loan, but they will not have government funding, so they will pay for themselves.
Basi msikilizaji, ni Madam Joyce Mugoi ambaye anakuambia kuhusu the new government funding model ya universities. Hapa ni Chuka University, unaweza ungana nasi kupitia nambari yetu ya SMS ambayo ni 0740233476, na vile vile tuko wazi, yani tuko live kule YouTube Touch of Grace KE. Ingia pale uweze kusubscribe na vile vile uweze kuwatch mambo jinsi ambavyo ipo. Madam Joyce Mugoi,
yes,
I did my KCSE exams in the year 2014.
Yes.
Do I still have a chance to apply for KUCCPS placement in the university?
No. You cannot apply, especially online. You cannot apply online. Those are many years. 2014 is not 2014 is quite many years.
Okay.
So what they can do, they can visit the KUCCPS and they can be able to be helped, or they can be advised on what to do. Okay. But they cannot go into the KUCCPS online currently and apply, because that option is not there. The options that is there is 2023 and 2022 is there, and I think 2020 it is there. 2020, 2021, 2022 and 2023. But the other options are not there. So if someone wants to now be placed by KUCCPS, they need to visit KUCCPS offices and they need to find out what they can be able to do. However, this person can also do a degree course or a diploma course or whatever course they want by just walking into the university and actually registering themselves for whatever course that they want to do. So it is also possible. It's also possible.
Last time, Madam Joyce Mugoi, I heard you say that watu wakuja na pesa ikiwa kwa simu.
Yes.
Which is the official paybill number ya KUCCPS ile.
Okay. Now, initially there was a pay bill given by KUCCPS, and actually it is there even online. When you Google it, you will be able to find it. But currently, the students are supposed to pay through eCitizen. That is to place money in the central place. You know, all government money is going to one account. Hiyo account lazima iko na pesa mingi sana. Hiyo account lazima iko na pesa mingi sana. Can you imagine every minute kuna pesa inaenda huko? Anyway, so currently they are supposed to pay through a number which is 2222 222
Okay.
That is what they are supposed to do, to use 222 2 sita in simple terms. Kuna 2 sita hapo. They are supposed to nini. So I wanted to talk briefly about that application itself, the application process itself. Now, when you log into the portal, we have talked about logging into the portal. I've done very many videos about how you log into the portal, the KUCCPS portal, so let me not go into that one. So when now you are doing the application itself, when you are ready to apply, you click the tab application. You are already inside. You're already inside. You've selected your courses, you have checked, you have seen, I've qualified for this one, that one, and so on. You click apply. You click apply. Then when you click apply, there is the apply now. You click that apply now. Then you continue. Now before you click apply now, there is the dialog box that says application or revision. Right now it is application because this is the first time they are applying. They have never applied before. But after they have applied, they'll be placed. Once they have been placed, there will be some students that will not be placed. Then there will be a second revision. So that box will have apply or it will have revision. Then it will ask apply now. So you click the apply now. And then a form will appear. There will be a form that will appear for you to be able to fill. Now once that form appears, you enter the 7 characters, 7 characters of program codes.
All right.
There are codes that you're supposed to pick. In every program that you have decided to take, you pick a code. Every program you pick a code. This is the code you enter here. So you place the code of that particular course that you have selected, and it is 7 characters. Now you pick 1A, 1B, 1C, 2, 3, 4. Now 1A, 1B, 1C is one cause. Yani ile cause unapenda kabisa. Ile cause iko kwa roho kabisa. Ile cause utaki kuihata ama utaki uikose. Lazima uifanye ama unaitaka kabisa. Hii cause ndio unaiweka kwa 1A, 1B, 1C. But you can put it in different universities. Unaweza iweka 1A Chuka University, 1B maybe Tharaka University, 1C maybe Meru, you know? It's just an example. It's just an example. Nimesema zile zote ziko hapa around. Ndio mjue.
Kuna hatari ya kuweka university moja katika ile course ya kwanza ambayo unaipenda zaidi?
Kuna hatari kwa kuweka 1A, 1B, 1C, one university. Why? Because of supply and demand.
Right.
If there is so much demand of that course in that institution, because again, courses have demands depending on the institution and depending on the course. You will find that there are some universities, the demand is so high that their cluster points have, their cutoff points have gone high. So there is a danger there. If you put 1A, 1B, 1C, one university, there is a danger. What if the supply and demand is so high in that university, ukue cut off?
Right.
Ama uwe sasa uwezi chaguliwa kwa sababu ya there are other people that have qualified better than you, wamechagua hiyo university. Tuseme wewe uko na B-, na kuna watu wako na A, kuna watu wako na A-. A number of them have selected that particular university and that particular course. That is going to raise the demand. So you may be left out from taking that course of your choice. So it's always advisable that you pick 3 different universities. However, if you choose us and you pick Chuka, why not?
Welcome.
We will be very happy. We'll be very happy. But that is how it is supposed to be. So you pick the 7 characters there, character codes. You choose 1A, you choose 1B, you choose 1C, same course, different universities. But if you are 100% sure you'll be selected in that university that you want, you can as well, you know, choose one university, but it's not advisable. Then you go to number two. Number 2, you pick any course in any university. Then you go to 3, any course, any university. 4, any course, any university. So you can also be able to do that. Then after that, you submit. There is a dialog box that says submit.
Right.
So you submit. Once you submit, there is something that will flicker asking you whether you want to pay now. It will flicker there. Pay now. You click that. Pay now. Once you click the pay now, an account will come. There'll be an account that will be you will be shown there. That account is individual for you. It is yours. That account is individual for you. This account is the one now that you use as an account number when you use the pay bill. Mnakumbuka ukitumia pay bill, unaweka pay bill, alafu ukishaweka pay bill inakupeleka the next section, which is account number. Now this account that will pop once you say I want to pay, this account is the one that you place here. After you have paid, you have placed the pay bill, you place that particular account, and then you say pay.
Right.
And once you have paid, of course, the message will come. I'm told a number of people, their messages are hanging, but as time goes on, they will be sorted out, you know, because there are so many people doing the payments and applying. So because of that, there is a bit of delay. But that is generally the process that you are supposed to use.
Kuna mwanafunzi ambaye akishaingia pale kwa portal la select courses tofauti, alafu aziweke pale kwenye basket. Maana kuna pale ambapo unasema kwamba umeshaziweka pale kwenye basket. Mwanafunzi asha-apply ama bado?
Actually kuna challenge kama hiyo. Kuna wanafunzi even the previous years we've had students like some students saying, madam, I applied but I was not called. You ask them, how did you apply? Then they tell you, I picked all my courses and put them in the basket, and after they do that they feel like they have already applied. But I want to say no. If you put your courses in the course basket, you are saying, when I'm coming to apply, hapa ndo nitachukua. Putting your courses in the course basket is like when you go to the supermarket. When you go to the supermarket, you are given that basket, isn't it?
Yeah, sure.
So the trolley, you move with the trolley. You move from one, you move around from one shelf to another, and you pick things and put in the trolley. You pick things and put in the trolley. Then you push your trolley to the counter, and then you pay.
Right.
And then after you pay, they are packed for you, and then you move on. But now when you put your courses in the course basket, is like putting your items in the trolley in the supermarket and then leaving them there and walking away and saying, I have purchased. You have not purchased yet. You have not gone through the whole process until the payment section. So you need to go through the whole process. Otherwise, itakuwa kama yule mtu ameenda supermarket akanunua vitu akajaza trolley, alafu akaiwacha hapo kando akaenda. Utasema at you went to the supermarket and you bought things. So if you place your courses in the course basket, what does that mean? You are doing shopping. And when you do shopping, you find so many things. Unaenda kwa ile basket. Sasa unachagua your best. Then you now put them in this form that I've said will appear. Put them in the form, and then after that you submit as applied, and then you go to payment, you pay, and then you are able to complete the process. So if you put your courses in the course basket, kindly uja apply, tafadhali mpaka umalizie process. Ukiweka kwa course basket ni kama umeenda kwa supermarket ukachagua vitu ukaviacha hapo na ukaenda. So you need to go through the whole process, place the codes in the form that will appear, and then after that you make the payment and you complete the process that is there. So that's what I would like to talk about.
Ni tayari kwamba sasa hivi wakati wa kuweza kuapply for KUCCPS placement umesha extended mpaka next week on Monday.
Next week on Monday 26th.
Ningependa utuambie kwamba wajua tulikuwa tunajua kwamba kuna maafisa wa KUCCPS ambao walikuwa hapa chuo kikuu cha Chukaswa na tujikana kwamba bado wapo washakwenda.
Okay. Kulikuwa na watu wa KUCCPS kweli Chuka University. Currently right now as I'm talking, she concluded yesterday.
You're right.
So her she has left, but us we are there.
You're right.
Our team is there. Chuka University, we have a team that was working together with the KUCCPS person, so wako pale. So even if you come today, you will still be assisted. Right. There has been a challenge of the system loading. The system has been loading and loading and loading. We are advised you continue to refresh. Once you log in, please make sure you complete the process, even if it's 2 hours. Make sure you have enough data.
Right.
Make sure you have enough internet or enough Wi-Fi. Continue to refresh until it accepts for you to register. Some people are giving up. Once it starts loading and delaying, people are giving up and walking away, and later on calling us and telling us, I've not been able to apply, the system is not working. The system may be overloaded because very many people are doing the same thing, from diploma to certificates to, from universities to technical institutions to teachers training colleges, especially the three that have diploma in secondary education. Then we have the KMTC and the vocational training institutes. Because of all that, it's actually overloading, and therefore the people are not able to go through immediately. But we are advised to continue to refresh until it accepts for you to go through. Now there is something that I want to talk about even as we conclude, unless you have more questions. Now, once the students have selected, have applied, right now it's application up to 26th. After that, there will be revision. Please check. If you applied, you need to check whether you need to revise. Because there will be people who will need to revise. Either they didn't select properly, either there was demand and supply, as I'm saying, demand and supply that pushes you away from the course that you really desired, or any other things that may have brought challenges. So there will be revision. There will be revision, probably the first revision and the second revision. This is the application, then the first revision, then the second revision. Now, let me say this. Once you have been now placed by the KUCCPS will place you, after this KUCCPS will place you in a certain university. Once KUCCPS places you in a certain university, and probably you feel like, I don't want to go that far, or probably because of maybe climatic reasons, or maybe you cannot stay in that kind of a climate or something. There are people that probably are sick, or they are ailing in one way or another, or they have different challenges. You may not want to go to a university, you may prefer another university. There is something called inter-university transfer. So once you are placed in a university that probably you didn't really like, maybe you chose but you didn't really like, you can do inter-university transfer. After you've done inter-university transfer, there is also something called inter-faculty transfer. And I like talking about this because it has helped a number of students. Inter-faculty transfer is when you come to CUCCA. You come to CUCCA, you're probably picked to do bachelor in entrepreneurship. Then when you come to CUCCA, you say, wow, kumbe mnakuanga na media. Hello? Mnakuanga na media. Kumbe mnakuanga na media huku. Mimi sasa nataka kubadilisha from entrepreneurship to what?
To media.
To media. You know, you can do inter-faculty transfer within 2 weeks. The window is open, so you can change from one course to another, so long as you qualify for that course. So long as you qualify for that course. So there is also that opportunity. If you are picked in a university, also you can also be able to check which other course can you check that you probably qualify.
Labda upesi tu Madam Joyce, kwamba umezungumzia swala nzima la kuweza kuangalia iwapo ulichaguliwa during the first application ambapo una revise course yako. Sio mwanafunzi atafuata njia gani aweze kujua kwamba nilichaguliwa, usifai ku revise mara nyingine.
Once they advertise for the second for the first revision, you just go into the portal and see whether you will be notified. You will be notified. Even those that have not been placed will also be notified. So you just go into the portal. You will be able to see whether you've been placed or not. Sometimes they give you this message and tell you you've been picked in one of the universities that you selected. Once they tell you that, then you know you've already been picked somewhere. But maybe you will not know which university, and you will not know which course. But you'll be told that you have been picked in one of the universities. Once you don't see that, then you know that you need to revise. So there will be clear communication. So they really don't need to worry. Let students pick the courses they qualify for. If you don't qualify for a course, even with 0.001, tafadhali utachukuliwa. Because nimesikia so many students saying my cluster points are 32. But the course that I've picked is 32.1. Si hiyo tu ni kama tu nimefikia. Hiyo 0.1, hiyo 0.1 will make you not to be picked in that course. So kindly students, don't pick courses that are higher in terms of cutoff points than your cluster points.
Kwa sasa hivi kuna mfumo mpya ulipaji wa ada mbalimbali za serikali hapo hii citizen. Wanafunzi wengi labda hawaelewi mfumo huu uko vipi, na wengi wamekuwa confused sana. Si wanafunzi tu, hata watu wazima. Sijui unazungumzia vipi mtandao wa ada. Now,
sometimes we tire ourselves and we really stress ourselves with things that don't need to really stress ourselves. This is the government decision that all government money should go into a central account. And then from the central account, the money will be shared into different institutions, different organizations that need that. So what they need to know is that they just pay. They just pay into this central account that the government wants them to pay. Actually, there is no different. Kama ulikuwa unalipa government services using this pay bill, sasa umeambia usilipe kutumia hii, lipa kutumia hii. Kwa nini to struggle? Let's not struggle. Hakuna hatari hata kidogo. Hakuna hatari. This is what the government has decided they do. Let them do it. If they will find challenges along the way, they will revert and they will change the system. They will revert and they will change the system. After all, they are the government.
Right.
So asante sana. Dakika 53 zimekata. Maybe your parting shot.
My parting shot is to the people that got D- and E.
Okay.
Kama ulipata D-, kama ulipata E, na najua saa hii labda hata ukunywi maji kwenu. Manake kila mtu anakuangalia na zile ulianguka ama ulifanya nini, you know, like that. Hata ukikula watu wanakuangalia kama unamaliza chakula. If you got a D-, if you got an E, please don't get frustrated. Please don't get frustrated. There are people that are successful and they did not manage academically. They probably were not able to manage. So if you got an E, if you got a D-, what you need to know is that zile answers ulipeana, they did not match with the questions, but you gave some answers. So we are just encouraging them. There are some answers that they got there, they wrote there. It's unfortunate that these answers did not match with the questions, and therefore you ended up getting a D-, you ended up getting an E. But they are vocational courses. They are artisan courses. Enda hapo, excel. Unaweza shindwa na kusoma kwa class, lakini huwezi shindwa na kutengeneza gari. Unaweza shindwa na kusoma kwa class, lakini huwezi shindwa na kufanya plumbing. Unaweza shindwa kwa kusoma kwa class, lakini huwezi shindwa na kufanya electrical or becoming an electrician. So kindly, there is something that you can do. Unaweza shindwa na kufanya something in the class, but huwezi kushindwa ku raise chicken. Huwezi shindwa ku raise ng'ombe. Huwezi shindwa kurea ng'ombe, kurea, you know, animals. Huwezi shindwa kushikilia jembe na kulima tomatoes and danias and making money out of it. So don't sit at home and become miserable.
Wengi wanauita mtihani wa maisha ule.
Yes. Don't sit at home and become miserable. There is hope for you. There is something for you. Just get yourself encouraged that the answers you wrote did not match with the questions. So that's why you probably did not score well. But it is well. Yes.
Maybe mtu amekusikiza hapa na angetaka maybe kukupata ama kukufuata, atakufuata wapi ama atakupata vipi?
Mtu anaweza nipata physically na anaweza nipata Chuka University. Kwa ofisi yetu ya Office of Career Services. That is our office. You can get me there physically. Otherwise, you can also watch some of the videos that I've done in Touch of Grace KE. You can also go to TikTok. Nimewafuata huko kwa sababu nimewafuata huko kuwapatia information huko kwa sababu naona kuna wengi wamepotelea pale. So and actually, by the way, there are many students that have been asking questions through TikTok. I was surprised. I was really surprised. So hata ukienda huko ukinitext nitakurespond.
Asante
and Touch of Grace KE. Yes.
Anaitwa Madam Juice Mgoi, msikilizaji. Asante sana, tumekuwa naye kuanzia ile mida saa 2:30 hadi sasa hivi saa 2 dakika 56 zimekata. Kwa hivyo ni kumaanisha saa 3 kasoro dakika 4. Na basi tunazamazama kidogo, tuanze kumkaribisha Kefa aje hapa tupashe habari kwa lugha ya Kiswahili. Nite James Washida, James Kihingo.
Kigogo Antodolo kama kawaida zile kukaa ndani ya mitambo, tutakuwa na hapa kwenye risani na mwisho risani moto kama pasi. Sikae mbali hadi hapo.